Hello, HackMike here, and I just wanted to say real quick, if you've been enjoying my content, please remember to subscribe to the channel here on YouTube and follow me on Twitch so you can always catch us when we're live and see more content. Also, if you are new here, welcome in, and if you're enjoying the video, please remember to like it because it helps me out a lot. I also post funny clips and other things on TikTok. All the links are in the description below, and thanks again. Now let's get into the video.
Yeah, it's been a wild morning. So Ye is moving to buy Parler, or agrees to buy Parler. I'm not sure how much he's buying it for. At first I mistook this for True Social, but it's not True Social. I don't know if Trump will ever let that go. But we're gonna take a look at this story and kind of get the details on that. Kitty, why? So Kanye West, who now goes by Ye, agreed to buy Parler, conservative social media app, after other platforms suspended him over anti-Semitic posts, which it comes as no surprise to me, especially after the anti-Semitic remarks he was making on that 3-hour podcast he joined. All right, you're just gonna have to get on the floor. I can't deal with you just walking back and forth. No, go. So he was saying that, like, he appreciates how Jewish people control the media and the banks, which is of course not true, and an incredibly harmful anti-Semitic conspiracy theory that's really old. It's a very extremely old narrative, turn of the century even. So it's not surprising to me that he's moving to buy any sort of platform. And I'm less surprised, even more so, that it's specifically a conservative platform, especially given the position he seems to be in. He seems like he's fallen down the alt-right pipeline. So that kind of makes perfect sense to me. In a world where conservative opinions are considered to be controversial, we have to make sure we have the right to freely express ourselves, Ye said in a release. So yeah, that kind of tracks with everything he's been saying. He feels like his voice is being silenced by liberal media. He feels like liberal media controls everything. He equates the Jewish community to liberals, which is ridiculous. Obviously, there are plenty of, Jewish people on all sides of the political spectrum, much like you see with any other demographic. It more plays off of, socioeconomic status, where you grew up in the country, like things that nothing close to your religion. Well, okay, religion plays a factor in some cases, like Catholicism and other stuff, so I can understand that. But traditionally speaking, Catholicism, Christianity, which are both very closely related to Judaism, are conservative related religions. So it kind of goes against that whole narrative. My point is there are people on all sides within most religions, because that's just how people work. All right, you're not sitting in my lap, okay? Just no. Later, Ye told Bloomberg News that he's buying Parler because Instagram and Twitter disciplined him. So that to me just seems like a tantrum move. Like, you won't let me talk here, so I'm gonna go whine over there. Which, yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. Parler is one of the several right-wing friendly social media platforms to emerge in the Donald Trump era. Yeah, I think it was either the first one to come out or the first one to get big, Parler was. Because I remember when it first came out, it was supposed to be the answer to conservatives being quote-unquote bullied on Twitter. It was just being fact-checked mostly. They weren't allowed to start and propagate disinformation campaigns efficiently on Twitter, and it was becoming more difficult on other platforms. So Parler was this WhatsApp, basically. WhatsApp and Twitter had a baby where people could just say more or less whatever they want without consequences. And it caters to and targets the conservative side of the political spectrum for its user base. Okay, so let's look further in. Kanye West, superstar rapper, made several inflammatory anti-Semitic comments in recent weeks, has agreed in principle to buy the conservative social media platform Parler. The app's parent company said in a statement Monday, in a world, okay, said West, who now goes by Ye, That was a statement released by Parler. Okay. Financial terms of the deal weren't announced. The company previously said it had raised $56 million in funding from outside investors. The move comes after Ye was locked out of his Twitter and Instagram accounts for making anti-Semitic remarks. In one post, Ye played into a long-standing anti-Semitic conspiracy theory of fellow rapper Sean Diddy Combs being controlled by Jewish people. Oh, okay, yeah, I do remember that. On Twitter, meanwhile, Ye's account was restricted after he said he would go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people, which Candace Owens tried to defend by saying he technically misspoke, so it's not an actual credible threat. And then she offered at the same time another argument, which was basically the exact opposite of that one, saying that technically DEFCON or DEFCON, whichever it is a defensive stance or defensive positioning. I don't even know if that's true. So she was suggesting that he may even be ready to defend the Jewish people, but that's so clearly not true. I don't even understand. Oh God. It's so hard with people like Candace Owens to determine how much of this is your actual opinion, do you actually believe, or how much of it is just crap you're spewing to your crazy base that you know they'll eat up and keep the base flame alive. And then how much of it was that second thing, but has now blended and become part of your personality as a result of keeping up this character for so long. You know, how much of the character is a character now, basically. Candace Owens. I literally can't even like form sentences. That's how like baffled and frustrating I find her as a person and reporter. Just or commentator. I don't know. I'm not even sure what the term is. And I'm getting there with Ye. I'm gonna be real. Ye's net worth is reportedly $2 billion. Much of his fortune comes from his Yeezy sneakers brand and partnerships with Gap and Adidas. However, Ye severed business ties with Gap recently, and Adidas said it's also reviewing its business relationship with him. JP Morgan Chase also cut ties with the rapper. Not surprising. This is probably all in response to his anti-Semitic remarks.
Companies are potentially exploring getting back together after splitting back in 2013. Julia Borston is here, literally, with the latest.
I'm here,
Welcome.
not my avatar.
Okay, no, this isn't.
Here, Fox
Where's the part about Kanye?
In its digital deal, it is likely 500 public. Credit Suisse downgrading Fox to neutral as well, but address the fact that both companies.
Yeah, Julia, also, when it comes to potentially or
Here we
actually
go.
buying things, Kanye West, otherwise known as Ye, buying Parler, right? The conservative social media site, which I had forgotten about completely.
It kind of faded in my background too.
Right? You had forgotten about it until Kanye West gets involved.
I mean, you know, Jay-Z bought, you know, a music streaming site. You know,
This is different. I would not compare the two. This is very different. This is.
Well, I don't think Jack Dorsey's going to step in and buy out Parler.
No, look, I think that I just would not compare Jay-Z buying a music streaming site to Kanye West, Ye, the artist formerly known as Kanye West, making a deal to buy Parler. And that's because he was kicked off of Instagram and
Absolutely.
Twitter. This was because he
This is a
posted
direct
offensive,
response.
anti-Semitic things, and therefore is now trying to find a platform which will allow him to speak. So he made this deal. Of course, we have to say who knows whether it will actually close. We don't know the financial terms of the deal, but the fact is we did forget about it because we haven't talked about it that much since it was swept into this controversy about January 6th and what role it may have played in enabling people to coordinate storming the Capitol.
Oh,
so
that's
I think
true.
That's the real question here. Will it really happen? And then if Kanye West does take over this platform, what does it become? Does it actually make it more appealing, or is it going to remain more of a niche service?
Pete Davidson probably will not
think
be joining Parler. That would be my guess. Of all the things that we.
What a dumb joke. I think it'd probably blow up a little bit at first, the same way it kind of did at first, just so some liberals were like watching the conservative cesspool over there on Parler. I don't know if it'll maintain that, and if he starts spewing out tons of anti-Semitic rhetoric on his account, and he's the CEO of it all the time, I don't know how long it's going to last. Because if it becomes a platform synonymous with anti-Semitic rhetoric and anti-Semitic narratives, it's like it's way more public than just some creepy little subreddit, you know, in the corner of that site. It's a whole social media website where the CEO is publicly doing this. So I feel like at that point it would be shut down for like hate speech and becoming like a literal hate platform. At least that's what I would think. I'm not sure. I don't even know if he'll end up buying it because the way Parler is related to the January 6th investigation could also, I mean, that could get it shut down too. I'm not sure there either, but my point is it's being very critically analyzed right now, and so is Ye. So I don't know. Parler's one of the several right-wing platforms to emerge in Donald Trump era as former president supporters claim unfair treatment by Twitter and other apps. There's also Getter, which is run by former Trump advisor Jason Miller. Okay, I didn't know about that one. I knew about True Social. And yeah, the parent company's under federal investigation as it seeks to go public. Conservative-friendly video platform Rumble went public last month. Is that supposed to be TikTok? Or is it supposed to be YouTube? I don't want to go to it. I might. It's gonna it'd be so fucking terrible. I might do that one day. Maybe I'll do that one day. Check out some of the conservative apps. Parler, which initially launched in 2018, was swept up in controversy last year over the role it played in January 6, 2021 riots at the Capitol building that led a slew of tech companies, including Google, Amazon, to blacklist the service, rendering its app and website inaccessible. Holy shit. That's crazy. Okay, in September, Google reinstated the app on its Play Store, stating the company changed some of its content moderation policies and enforcement. Apple restored the app on its App Store platform earlier in April 2021. Okay. After Ye's suspension from Instagram, the rapper turned to Twitter, posting for the first time. Look at this, Mark. How you gonna kick me off Instagram, he wrote. Jesus Christ. Welcome back to Twitter, my friend. Oh my God. Yeah, I do remember Elon Musk saying that. And then Elon fucking tweeted out, don't worry, I talked to Ye. I don't know what the fuck Elon Musk just likes to be a part of the most random shit he has nothing to do with. Ye is making a groundbreaking move into free speech media space and will never have to fear being removed from social media again, Farmer said in a statement. Okay. Parliament Technology CEO Farmer. It will change the world. Okay. Once again, Ye proves that he is one step ahead of the legacy media narrative. Parliament will be honored to help him achieve his goals. Okay. So Ye might actually be buying Parler. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming at all. I guess I'll just keep an eye out for that, and we'll update things as we get information. We'll see if he's serious about actually buying it, or if that was just something he said, kind of a Musk move. But if he goes too far with the deal, he might have learned from Musk. If he goes too far with that deal, he'll get stuck into buying it. Even if they lie about bot users or it being actually liberal.
And then Candace Owens over the weekend became the queen of the grift, because she's been a grifter for a while now, but it's kind of just fucking impressive.
Here we
Like, a lot
fucking
of the
go.
grifters in this avenue, they make a ton of money crowdfunding from the Stop the Steal types. There's a lot of giving right-wing billionaires and millionaires that throw money at content because, you know, it is where the narrative is formed. But how Candace Owens has expertly used Kanye West is like, it's amazing, right? She and Kanye were in the White Lives Matter stuff, getting that attention. She gets Kanye to go to her documentary to give it more promo than it ever
Oh,
would've
yeah.
gotten. And the news broke today that Kanye West is buying the right-wing social media platform Parler, which by itself is like, okay, here we go. Kanye said a bunch of anti-Semitic stuff. He got kicked off the social media platform.
So he's buying his own to
gonna
bitch
buy
on.
his own. Guess who the CEO of Parler is? Candace Owens' husband. To be honest, that's kind of impressive. You're able to offload your failing social media platform to Ye. Meanwhile, at the same time, he's out there going on podcasts, regurgitating bullshit from your documentary. And understand, this isn't me like absolving Kanye of what he's been doing. He is his own person. He tries to make that clear every 3 breaths. I get it. But for the last little bit, he has leaned so heavily into the professional contrarian mindset that makes him like a genius, that it also made him the perfect fucking mark, or how others might put it, a useful idiot. But hey, that's a situation, and right now it appears that Kanye West is securing a platform that he can spew his bullshit from. Whether it be the...
I didn't realize Candace Owens' husband owns Parler, but that checks the fuck out. And oh my god, homie, you got played.
DEFCON 3 stuff he wants to say regarding Jewish people, or the new stuff with George Floyd, which actually now, by the way, according to reports, George Floyd's family is thinking about suing.
Good. Sue Ye. That was absolutely disgusting. That... I didn't even want to talk about that because it's so fucking ridiculous, especially because the court case has already happened. The information's already out there. It's been reviewed. It's so transparent on what happened. The suggestion that the officers' positioning around George Floyd was anything less than unnecessary and murderous, or contributed in no way to George Floyd's death, is disgusting and horrifying to hear come from Ye's mouth. Not because I'm a fan of him, but just because he's a prominent black entertainer, you know, to hear it's wild. It's wild. It's especially because he was with Kim, who supports Black Lives Matter so much and actually gets it. Oh, dude, I really don't get it.
Right now, saying that George Floyd died from fentanyl, and saying of Derek Chauvin, the
which is not true,
murderer sentenced to 22 years, that his knee.
Derek Chauvin, the murderer, actual murderer.
Yeah, we'll have to wait to see what happens next.
Which is not true. That was proven in the court case.
Today's show, Squarespace. You know,
Thanks for watching, guys. Follow me on Twitch to join us live. Like and subscribe, and I will catch you later.